back, is that in a country like India, we don't allow criticism of faiths.
Yeah, and you know why that is, right? Because our laws are essentially colonial. They were meant to reduce the burden of law keeping on the state, because it was an extractive British law that wanted to spend the least possible amount on law and order. So law and order was made the individual responsibility. So if you create trouble, it doesn't matter what we claim your rights are. If the cost to the state is so too great, then you will be the one to be punished. That colonial mentality still hasn't gone from the law. And neither have you expanded, nor have you improved legal thinking, because you don't understand the first principles of the law. This government particularly not. Because they have an extremely the average education level of the cabinet is quite low, but in general, Indian legal thinking is almost obsolete. Tell me one Indian legal precedent that gets cited in international courts and arbitration. Zero. Right? Whereas they will pick examples from Russia or Germany or France, even Russia, France, Germany, Spain, America, and things like that. Number one. Number two, in this whole thing is, you just don't have police. We have one of the lowest police to human ratios out here. That needs to be increased. So that's a very important part of your law and order. So, you have to create that environment wherein the state is enabled to protect your individual. That is a state expense. The state has to spend money to protect that. And that is why these laws about outraging religion or religious sentiment have to go. And Hindus don't seem to realize that it actually is in your favor. This is what amuses me about modern day Hindus, that they don't want to progress. They want to regress, and for them, ISIS is the paragon of virtue that is to be emulated. Uttama Purusha is actually Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
No, I disagree with that. I'm sorry, I could not hear the question. I had to log in again. There was some problem, but I disagree with Abhijit here when he says that Hindus are getting. I think the reaction of Hindus, Abhijit, is always of rebuttal, of being defensive, of being caught up.
They're always on the back foot.
And the reason for that is that they are fed up of hypocrisy. You see, when they are saying,
fed up, Anand, fed up money kya? If you're fed up,
let me see. One second. So what they're saying is, see, no Hindu has minded people mocking Ram, Krishna for 50, 60, 70 years. In fact, the religion itself mocks, for thousands of years. So it is beyond doubt that Hindus don't mind. But when they see कि बाकी religion को एकदम चुप करके रखा हुआ है, Hollywood में, Bollywood में, as Swati and Agniveer says, Urdu would. There is a sense to that. The point is, ये सोचते हैं साला Hindus को ही क्यों वो करते रहते हो यार? बाकी religions क्या मतलब चाय पीने गए हैं? So this hypocrisy is what infuriates Hindus, and it infuriates me as well. I'm not a religious person, but when I see all the stand-up comics, always making fun of Ram, always making fun of Hindu gods, and giving a complete free pass to Islam and Christianity and other religions, I also feel incensed. In fact, I said on Twitter कि ये सब करना करो. Hindus are very relaxed in this sense. लेकिन एक disclaimer लगा लो कि हाँ हमें इस्लाम के बारे में कहने में हमारी फटती है. बस ये लगा लो. Hindus will be happy. Believe me.
Okay, 1 minute. Anand, so this question is for you. This is actually something that you raised in your opening comments. It's actually a good question.